summer of 2013 in Terrortown was as violent as they get. Semo from No Limit is allegedly playing an active role in the gang, hunting for ops all summer. But on June the 26th, 2013, he'd be allegedly thrown out of a store on the 7500 block of South Yates Boulevard, where story goes he was spotted by a group of black mob members, which included shooter shells. They would run up, shooting Semo repeatedly, with the area quickly becoming a crime scene as paramedics would rush to save Semo's life. But it was too late, and sadly Semo, real name Cortez Bailey, would be pronounced dead in hospital. According to his sister, Semo had even been targeted in a shooting the very night before his murder. But following the news breaking of Semo's death, No Limit affiliates would mourn the loss on Twitter. Cairo posted RIPs, and in the years that followed he would continue to pay tribute to his fallen friend publicly, as did Ramo, and of course G Herbo, who would rap about Semo in numerous songs like his Computer's Freestyle, where he said that he would let off 16 gunshots for Semo. But the No Limit members would barely have time to mourn their loss of Semo before tragedy would strike once again, as only one day later the news would break of yet another No Limit death, because the same day that Semo was killed, Tracy Gibson Jr. would be riding in a car with friends around the 7500 block of South Merrill Avenue. At about 1:30 p.m, the car passed a group of around 6 to 8 people standing on a sidewalk who recognized the group in the car and begun to open fire, with Tracy himself being shot in the head in the vehicle, with him being pronounced dead in hospital only the day after the news of Semo's passing. The news would report on Tracy's death, pointing out that he had been murdered just a week after his high school graduation. G Herbo even would rap about being with Tracy the same night he was killed on the song Riding With It. No Limit members would go on to mourn the loss of their friend Tracy on Twitter, but despite the continued disrespect from their rivals, No Limit's opposition would soon take losses of their own. A few days later, on the 30th of June, Jordan Jefferson, a 24-year-old with alleged ties to Black Mob, was at the Greater Metropolitan Church of Christ, where he had apparently helped the pastor carry supplies into the church, attending the service and then leaving the church to walk to a nearby corner store. Whilst he was standing outside the store on the 2400 block of East 75th Street in South Shore, he's allegedly spotted by a crew of No Limit members, which included Mad Max and others. That group would run up and shoot him in the head, leaving him dead at the scene, with Jordan's body being photographed by reporters whilst he was left on the street covered in a sheet whilst investigators secured the scene. Following the murder, Black Mob members would refer to this territory as Jordan World, but meanwhile, only a week after the murder, No Limit Ramo would tweet about it, seemingly pointing to Mad Max aka Lil Chris or Killer Chris as the shooter in recent fatal shootings. So while Mad Max was building up his reputation of Killer Chris, the fearless shooter from No Limit with countless bodies, story has it over in Black Mob, Shooter Shells would cultivate a similar reputation, apparently driving around the No Limit strip looking to avenge Jordan with other Black Mob members. And it was on one of these trips that they would apparently eventually spot a beloved No Limit affiliate by the name of Pistol P on July the 3rd, 2013, around 6:50 p.m. on the 2400 block of East 79th Street. A male gunman would hop out of the green car, shooting Pistol P in the back as he ran. Pistol P, real name Rayford Brown, collapsed on the 7900 block of South Phillips Avenue and would sadly later die in Northwestern University Medical Center. This was supposedly yet another personal vendetta, as Pistol P had allegedly been responsible for the killing of Hakeem from Black Mob back in 2011. No Limit members would mourn the loss of their beloved friend, with Ramo tweeting that the ops had taken his shooter away, vowing to get revenge and promising in a tweet that he would send those responsible to meet Pistol P, as well as boldly telling the world around a week later that he was getting up to attend Pistol P's funeral. G Herbo would even go on to name his musical project the Pistol P Project in his honor the following year, and naturally, the numerous losses on the No Limit side empowered KTS members to take to the streets once again, with another installment of the No Lackin' series being released, with members telling their ops don't get C-mode.
Fuck fellow!
Don't go rock, that's all I'm gonna tell you.
Don't go rock.
Ooh, I got history on all these.
Don't go Pee-wee. This shit crazy. Don't go Semo. Damn, that's the squad back there. I don't even see the squad. I don't see the squad.
They would also continue to mob through the streets, with it at least seeming as if people were running away from them.
Lacking on that east side, get whacked.
Squad!
Lacking, get clapped.
Cut through! First phase on! First phase on! Motherfuckers running! You running? Hey, why y'all running? Oh! Look at them running! 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 They running! What's up?
But sadly, the violence would continue on the streets of Terrortown through to the end of July. Once again, Shooter Shells and other black mob affiliates are sliding in Terrortown, looking for their No Limit rivals. On July the 29th, 2013, the black mob shooters would allegedly pull up on 79th and Oglesby Avenue, just outside of No Limit territory. Here they would spot Richie Rich from No Limit, real name Richard Pierce, with a shooter hitting him in the head and the neck, with Richard unfortunately later being pronounced dead. The loss of Richie was mourned by Mad Max on Instagram, as well as by Cairo, and at this point there was really no sign of the bloodshed stopping anytime soon. But the next loss the No Limit crew would suffer would come as one of the most devastating, because just over a week later, beloved NLMB member Kobe would lose his life to the streets too. Another heartbreaking loss that would once again echo through the music of G Herbo for years to come.